Hello, today is our Monday edition of Quizzytime, and I won't tell you the theme. I will show you the theme. Here is the theme. Here is Nishant all dressed up for our quiz on oceans. We also have Shweta
Who
and
didn't wear swimming costume?
who didn't dress in costume. And we have a man who is from the oceans. We have Dipendra, who is from the Merchant Navy, who is probably going to max this quiz. I don't know how that's going to work. Let's see.
No.
Okay. Now, how this quiz works is that you don't have to know the answer. You can ask me for as many hints as you want. And there are no points. No one cares. The sequence is Nishant, Shweta, Dipendra. And Nishant, are you ready for your first question?
Yep.
Okay.
So my first question is: Has Nishant used Chat GPT today?
No.
We'll find
Winner
out.
gets a cake.
Winner gets a cake. Winner could get a cake. Let me see. Let me see how good the winning is. All right. Nishant, you've heard of the Pacific Ocean. Could you tell
Yep.
me what the name means and who named it? Hi, Soham. Hi, Saurabh. By the way, anyone listening in is free to give their guesses as well. Huh? Audience is allowed.
Uh, like, how old is the name? Like, how back
Okay.
can it be traced to the name?
I would say 15th century, but I'll just check.
Okay. 15th century.
Yeah. Say
15th
16th
century would
century. 16th century.
16th
So
century. So the
it's 15 or
1500s.
something. Yeah, 1500s. Hey, Tarun, we can see you.
Probably something. So you need the meaning and who named it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why I
So
need that because this person, this explorer, was sailing very, very choppy seas and whatever, and then he arrived in the Pacific, which was way calmer,
okay, so
very
peaceful from that
peaceful.
probably.
Yes, yes,
Like
yes.
and Seas would be this part पूरा ही घुमा क्या था यार the M- Magellan was his name
Yes, yes,
the
yes. It is Magellan. Magellan. Yes,
Magellan
correct,
Magellan.
correct, correct, correct. So Nishant has figured it out. He crossed the Atlantic beginning in 1519. He found his way to the Pacific, and he found it very calm. He didn't know at the time, but Pacific would eventually be recognized as the largest ocean on the planet Earth. So that was incorrect. We had Soham getting it right. Soham also says that in Bengali it's called Prashant Mahasagar, which also means peaceful ocean. Interesting. And no idea Bengalis were roaming the seas around that time, but okay.
In Hindi also
Fish
it's
Shweta,
called
everywhere.
Prashant.
sorry, what? Deepika?
In Hindi also it's called Prashant.
Okay, all right. Okay, we're coming to Shweta's question. Shweta, take a ballpark guess at how much of the world's ocean has been mapped. What percentage?
Of the world's ocean has been mapped.
Yeah,
Uh, 60%.
60%. I'm going to pass it to Dipendra. What do you think?
30%.
30%. I'm going to pass it to Nishant. What do you think?
5%.
Okay. It's 10%. So I'm going to give this to Nishant as being the closest. 10% of the oceans have been mapped.
The Americans claim 35% of the ocean has been done.
Okay.
This is what we study. You can go on NOAA website and check.
Okay. Okay. Possible. Websites have differing this thing. Okay. So maybe
No,
35%
but
has
they,
been
they
mapped.
are the ones who map the ocean, right? The
Okay.
British Hydrography and American NOAA, and they claim that 35%.
Okay. 35% of the ocean has been mapped. Then in that case, Dipendra got this right. We will
No,
go with
but you
him.
guys can check. Don't have to believe. You can check.
Okay. We will go with what you say for now. Okay. We're coming to Dipendra's question. La la la. Okay. In 1997, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, that's the NOAA,
That's that's the one I was talking about. Yeah.
all right, the NOAA captured one of the loudest sounds ever recorded,
Yeah.
which they named the bloop. And it was loud enough to be picked up by sensors over 3,000 miles away. Now, they tried to figure out what that sound was. And after 15 years, they concluded that the sound came from a what?
So till now, they have not concluded what it came from. It's still
Okay.
disputed. People have different theories. Some say it's icebreaker. Sorry, what do you call that? Icebergs breaking. Some say it's something else. So, maybe my guess is iceberg breaking.
Iceberg breaking. Okay. I will give that to you. They say it is an ice quake. Ice
Hmm.
quake. Would that be the same thing? Ice quake as or icebergs
Yeah,
breaking?
yeah. So basically, like a big chunk of iceberg breaking, but it's
Okay.
not confirmed. Even
It's
they
not
have not been
confirmed.
able to prove it.
Huh.
Which year was it?
1997.
1996.
Okay. So there are a lot of conspiracy theories. Yeah, Soham is saying we can't hear Dipendra. Thoda sa Dipendra has to speak a little louder. Dipendra has left the chat just because we told him that. Hello?
Tarun, do you think that the whales farted?
Okay, wait. Now Dipendra is echoing.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me now?
Much better.
Yeah,
Is it
much
better?
better.
Okay. Dipendra, what do you think that sound was due to?
I have no idea. I've read about it, and people have different theories. I think it was the to the ocean off the coast of Gujarat, but it could be anything.
Sorry, what? The what of the ocean near Gujarat?
I think it was Bal Narendra taking a dip in the Gujarat coast. There was a loud splash, and it went everywhere, but it could be anything.
Very possible. Very possible. Okay. Okay, we're coming to
I think
now
I won't be
Nishant's.
invited next time.
No, no, no. You have
No,
no idea.
next time you should be there on the quiz with Soham. That
1997,
is the
97,
ideal
right?
match.
97,
1997.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
that's
was a big
probably
thing.
when
This has been like I think
it's
in
when the movie
US it's one
Titanic
of
crashed.
yeah
It's when
in some parts of
It's
US
when the
it's as
movie
big as the moon landing conspiracy. People talk about it.
they must be thinking there's a monster under the sea, no?
Never know.
Okay, we're coming to Nishant's question. Um, Nishant, do you eat crabs?
yes.
Okay. One crab is called the Yeti crab. That's a Yeti crab. And in what way are its claws different from other crabs?
It's called the Yeti crab. Uh, can I ask where it is found? Like which part of
Okay.
the world?
It is found very, very close to the magma vents, the thermal
Obviously,
vents
I
in
know
the
where it is.
okay. It's found very close to thermal vents in the coldest parts of the ocean, and
Okay.
they're in a very strange situation because if they move too close to the vent, they fry, and if they may move far away, they freeze. But yeah, why are their claws different?
Is it something visual? Like
Yes, 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 yes. Very
the
visual.
difference can be seen visual. Okay.
Yes.
Um, I don't know. Is it like transparent or something? No idea.
Uh, uh, think of why they call
That
it a
wouldn't help.
Yeti.
That it's called a Yeti crab. Okay. Yetis are big. They've got massive claws or something like Bigfoot.
That is a good guess, but it is not correct. Something else connected to Yeti?
They don't exist.
They do exist.
I'm going to pass it to Shweta.
See, I think that they are weirdly shaped, the claws in such a way as they can prey very quickly because they are in a very small, limited area and they need to catch their prey before it
Okay.
goes here or
But
there.
you're assuming
But
that they eat fish and all. They don't. Their prey is very, very limited because of the area that they are in. Not many creatures live there.
Okay, Dipendra gave me hints which I didn't get. But uh, okay, pass. He knows the answer, so pass.
Okay. Give us to us, Dipendra.
I think the reason why they're called Yeti crabs is because they're a lot like me and Yetis. They're very hairy.
They're very
I think
hairy.
that's why they're called.
The crabs have fur. Furry crabs,
Oh,
claws. Furry claws, yes. And any idea why they have fur?
insulation?
Because they grow their own food. There is
They
nothing
grow
else
their own
around there,
food.
so
Oh, damn.
basically they farm their own food.
Yes, they grow
They
bacteria
they
on
grow
their.
these microorganisms and they just eat off them.
How do you know this, Dipendra? Have you ever encountered a Yeti crab?
You don't find them anywhere. I've seen them in what do you call them there? Um, in Montreal they have this. I forgot the names. They have like a biosphere kind of thing where they've created
Okay,
different thing. So they basically wherever they are found, the thermal vents that you mentioned, they have to live there because if they move away and the temperature is not like that, they won't survive. It's about
okay,
30-35 degrees, something like that. So yeah, but they look, remember, and the moment you said Yeti, na, that image comes to your mind because they look
nice.
like yellow and hairy and weird. So yeah.
And then my next question to you is that Coke?
Oh no, it's cold brew. Don't worry.
Okay. I was on now Shweta's question. Dipendra doesn't read crazy stuff. He also lives on the sea. Yeah, he's on the merchant navy.
I think I'm a nerd.
Okay. But that's good. That's all good. That's all good. And we had people getting the answer right. Saurabh did get the answer right. Okay. Come. We're coming to Shweta's question. Shweta, this fish, okay, 9 species of this fish walk. They walk on the seabed. They walk around. They can even walk between rock pools on the beach. Which fish am I talking about?
So then, if they can walk, is it a crawl or is it like a walk?
Uh, their uh, their fins, their pectoral and pelvic fins are actually strong enough for them to do a little walking.
When you're saying that, all I can imagine is a meme of a fish using the fins as crutches to walk.
Okay. Um.
Pass.
Okay.
Nothing.
Dipendra,
You said on the sea
on the seabed,
walking.
yeah, they can walk.
Okay, I know fishes which come out of the ocean and they call them leaping fennies because they look like they're walking. This
You
one
call
I'm
them
not
what?
sure. Leaping fenny. It's a
Okay.
Pacific Ocean fish which looks like it's like jumping, but it comes out of the water. So I don't know. On the seabed, I have no idea.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. This is a common fish. Okay. 9 species of it walk. I'm passing it to Nishant.
So it's a fish, right?
Yeah,
Not
yeah, it's a
like
fish
how you
fish.
called a whale a fish in the last quiz. No, right?
Now listen,
A whale is not a
It's
fish,
fish.
guys. A whale is not a
Exactly.
fish.
1 second, just 1 second, hang on.
They're mammals. They're not fish.
1 second. I'm going to ask Google this, and yes, it is a fish.
Whales are not fish. They're mammals. But anyway, if the
Nishant, you
size
can
thinking
turn
was
around and say this one.
that's a fish.
That one.
Okay. No, I was thinking of axolotls and stuff. They have legs and they survive in the water as well, but that's not it. It's a common fish.
It's a common
You
fish.
find these in oceans or in rivers,
You find them.
like salt water or fresh.
Just one
I
second.
don't think it'll help me that much, but worth asking.
अरे क्विज है खाना नहीं बनाना है so sweet water salt water कितना बड़ा बोन है
Okay. They are able to live in fresh water as well.
As well.
And you said it's a common fish, huh?
It's a very common fish.
That's also. Um,
Where is that Tanay boy? He's the one missing from the vampire panel to mock us in the chat.
Does
I
it
don't
have
know.
the name fish in its name?
No. Anyone? Anyone
It's a
can go for the answer.
dolphin. I don't know, man. I'm not.
It's not a dolphin. Anyone else? No
You
one?
sure it doesn't have the name fish in its name?
I'm very sure it doesn't have the name fish in its name.
Elish Marsh.
Is it a stinger? A stingfish?
A stinging fish? No, it's a shark. Okay,
What?
nine species of sharks can walk. They are called epaulet sharks, walking sharks, and they can forage for food under rocks and coral. And they can even do short stints above water in the open air as they move between pools that form on reef habitats. Nine species of sharks can walk. All right. We are now at Dipendra's question, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is a very interesting fact. Okay. There is a certain sea creature, a marine creature, which decapitates itself. It cuts off its own head and regrows a new body because it wants to get rid of its old body and emerge new. Which so it's basically losing 85% of its body when it does that. Which species is this?
No clue. Starfish? Because I
Not a
know they regrow.
starfish. The
No
okay,
idea.
gently. Okay. Passing to
I
Nishant.
Okay.
want to do this. Start
Is it a
over.
traditional machi looking machi or is it
No, it's
not?
not. It's not a machi
It's
looking
not, है
machi.
ना? हाँ.
No, no.
यार, I have two guesses, but probably दोनों ही गलत होंगे. I'm thinking seahorse or jellyfish. I'm gonna say seahorse.
A seahorse. No. You can take another
I
guess.
was I was saying seahorse or something else. Okay, okay. Take your next guess.
No, I was thinking jellyfish, Baki though. I don't
The
think
jellyfish has
that's.
got a different technique. We will discuss that later.
Acha.
Hmm.
Uh,
Shweta, go for it.
I was saying seahorse or squid. So now I'm going to go with squid.
Okay. Now, what if I told you that Tarun has actually reached somewhere close to the answer? It's think in those terms.
is it
Snail. So like a
something?
sea urchin.
This is so cool. The ship of
So it's
Theseus.
like a like an oyster or a clam or
It's a
something like.
different. Yeah. Go for it. Go for it. What would it
It's a
be?
mussel,
Okay, you know what?
not a
Stop
Oyster
it.
mushroom.
mussels
So
cran. Same
Ah,
Tarun
sound.
well,
Tarun said snail, and is it if it's close to snail, it must be a slug then.
Yes, it is a sea
If it's
slug.
close
it's a
to
sea
snail, it must
slug.
be a slug. Yeah, slugs. Yeah.
Okay, it is a sea slug. Tarun is killing it. Okay, Theseus march, jellyfish, crabs. Okay, mollusk. Cool. Good. Now we're coming to Nishant's question. Um, just one second. Who's someone's mic is giving a little. Okay, Dipinda, can you mute yourself a little bit? Perfect. Okay, Nishant, the question is this. There are 20 million tons of this element in the oceans. What element am I talking about?
20 million tons of this element. It's an element and not a compound.
It is an element and not a compound.
Okay, I'll think.
Think.
It should have been water.
There's 20 million tons of water in water. Can't
But
confirm.
it's a compound, no?
It's
Yeah,
an
that's wrong.
element. Yeah. What I'm asking. Element. What is this element?
I like how Dipendra is the element.
Um,
Right now, he is in his element in the ocean when we have 20 million tons of it.
Cool when the teacher asks something
I
and you
don't
know,
know.
you finally know an answer. You're like, oh, ask me.
Nishant, bolo.
Nitrogen. I don't know. Nitrogen.
Nitrogen. Okay, he's going to go with nitrogen. I'm going to pass the question to Shweta.
I'm going to say salt.
You're going to say salt, but I said an element, not a compound.
Arey haan, that I forgot.
What has
na.
Bappi Lahari got to do with anything, Vijay?
Gold.
Gold.
Bappi Lahiri has
Ah.
answered.
Okay, Dipendra, you can tell us the answer. I know you're dying to.
Yeah, it's gold.
It's gold.
It's gold.
It's gold. Someone said of course, Aurum, yes, Soham. So Saurabh got gold right. Deepan, someone said plastic? Silicon, pure plastic. It is gold. And
Plastic is accurate. And also, how Dipendra looks right now is exactly how Tarun and Soham feel right now in the comments. I'm telling you that vampire panel is out to get us. We are going to be the fish panel now.
no, no, you are doing well. You are doing well. Now, the reason we can't get this gold out is because it's dissolved in the water. And there is also gold which is in the seabed, but it is too expensive to get it out. So sad we can't get our hands on it. All
But
right.
getting oil out is cheap.
But then oil is not
Hmm.
dissolved, I think, in the water. Na? It's drilled from underneath.
It's
And we
cheap.
need oil more than we need gold, I guess. Okay. Tarun is using Chat GPT. You know what? You know what? Yeah.
Does
But
that
this
make
one
him
is a
smarter?
common thing. If you have participated in any bar quizzes and all, this is a very common question. So maybe he came across this because I have come across this question before.
No, no, we're just kidding. We know Tarun doesn't do Chat GPT. Okay. Now, whose question am I on? Shweta's question. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Shweta, there is a certain kind of shrimp. Okay. It uses its claws to create bubbles, which can fly out at 60 miles per hour, which it uses to kill its prey. And what do you call this shrimp? Now, Nishant seems to know the answer. He is grinning away.
See, the minute she started reading that question in my head, that song started playing Akhiyo se goli mare. I was thinking ye bubble gun se
You know,
victim ko mara.
you are coming to the right answer just by talking.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Shrimp. Akhiyo se goli mare. um, I don't know. Prawns, just because.
I mean, come on, it's a shrimp. There's a certain adjective in front of shrimp. Something shrimp.
Oh, like that.
Adjectives.
I mean, okay, I'm sorry, not an adjective, it's a noun. There's a
No.
noun in front of the shrimp. Yeah, now Tarun is trying to prove that he's not got Chat GPT open.
Uh, uh,
Isn't bullet shrimp Rajnikant?
What is this, Soham?
I am laughing. And he's giving me the actual number of letters, which I have to literally go there and count. One, two.
I can't get that hint. I don't know what the hint means.
मेरे
Spitting shrimp.
जाली में ना, he's saying जाली में, not jail में. जाली में, I have no clue. Okay, pass, Dipendra, take it. Let's go to the next question.
Dipendra, answer.
I think you would know this. Oh, snap! It's a snapping shrimp,
No,
isn't it? Snapping shrimp? Snap? No.
no,
Oh,
no.
that's what I thought it was.
I've never heard of snapping shrimp.
It's not a
Do you
snapping
want
shrimp.
the scientific name? They call them snap shrimps. Snapping shrimps, yeah.
No. Okay, I want to pass this to Nishant.
It's a pistol
Okay.
shrimp.
It's a pistol shrimp. Okay, it's a pistol shrimp.
Is, is,
It's
is there like a third umpire or a referee or
There's Google. It's a pistol shrimp. 1 second.
something?
Dipendra,
Yes.
third empire is Tarun.
No, y'all guys haven't seen Sholay. What was his hint? Mere jail mein pistol?
No, Thakur used to eat a lot of shrimp in that movie, no?
See, so maybe they call them pistol shrimp, but I remember they call them, snapping shrimp because they teach us something about propeller turns in the sea. And I remember one lecturer giving us this example, and I remember this because he went, "Oh snap!" But maybe I'm wrong.
Okay. They so when the bubbles that they flick pop, they can reach 210 decibels, and an actual gunshot is only 175 decibels. So the pistol shrimp is quite a dude.
So they're
Okay.
killing the prey with sound.
No, Baba. The bullet is. I mean, the bubble is that. That's the velocity of the bubble.
Acha, the velocity of the. Okay, okay.
Deependra, are you talking about a snapping turtle? No, he's not talking about a turtle. Okay, we are coming now to debate this question. Wait, we are still trying to decipher Soham's quiz.
हाँ.
Whatever. Jail mein
Jail में
hatya.
हथियार है was some dialogue that Bachchan used to fool Asrani. Is that the hint? अच्छा, okay.
I don't know. We can't understand this hint.
आधे
We're coming
इधर
to
जाओ, आधे उधर जाओ. That dialogue.
बाकी मेरे पीछे आओ.
हाँ, I guess. That was the Asrani reference.
okay. This is an interesting question. Now, again, we'll find out whether if Google has supported us or not. Dependra. Which is the easiest way, experts say, you can make seawater drinkable? Not by using any specialized equipment.
Evaporation?
How will you make it drinkable with evaporation? No.
Right. Make someone else drink it, then filter the urine, Muraji Desai style.
Yeah. No. Okay, I'm going to pass it to Nishant.
I would argue that salt water, like the ocean water, is already drinkable. It's not sustainable to just drink that.
No.
It's drinkable. It's not sustainable. Just
No.
for phenyl
No.
is drinkable.
No.
Technicalities,
No.
it's drinkable. But okay, so you've got to take the salt content out of it.
Hmm.
है ना? Um,
So distillation नहीं चलेगा as the answer.
Because
You want
distillation is a massive process. I'm
वो
saying it's an
थोड़ा
easy.
complicated होगा.
हाँ, but then isn't salt pan and evaporation, what Dipendra said, a natural way of distilling? I don't know. I'm just
But
saying.
no, but then you're only keeping the salt. Now, if you have to capture the water,
Yeah,
then you
if
need
you evaporate, you need to condense it ना eventually.
Yeah.
हाँ,
If you evaporate, फिर तो नमक बच गया.
वो बातल करेगा. As per who this is the right process?
Oh, हाँ,
As
smart
per
question.
scientists.
Generally,
Sure.
answer. Okay.
And the urine route is incorrect. है ना?
Of course, it's incorrect, Nishant. Of course.
I was thinking you could dilute it or something. No idea. I'll pass.
Okay. Shweta, what's your guess?
Adding iodine
No.
or filtering it?
No. Okay. The answer is freezing it. Seawater ice is actually drinkable, but we don't have fresh seawater ice because there are pockets of brine in it. But once the ice ages a bit, the brine gets out of it, and you can have seawater ice. Now, Defender is going to shout at me. He has a
Yeah.
look about it.
Yeah,
How,
because
no, how
ek
do we
to-
freeze it?
so-
How do you freeze it? Like,
Yeah.
how is that easier than boiling something?
But boiling, but then you have to have an entire thing to condense it and all of that. Freezing, you'll have a freezer, no?
Just boiling it does not help now because once you boil it, the water is gone, the salt is left.
Yeah.
No. So when you boil it,
No,
you're
but if you
supposed to-
boil it with a jhakkan on it.
Yes,
Basic
exactly.
science.
So
मतलब
exactly.
school
That's what they
level.
teach you in survival things. That
Huh.
if you have no choice,
Huh.
then boil the water.
Well, here's a
collect
new
it.
Water
technique.
condensate
One
it.
second. If you
The,
can
the
boil
other thing is
something, you
people
can.
believe that when sorry.
I'm just saying that if you have I mean, let's say your ship has stalled itself somewhere. If you can boil stuff, you can freeze stuff. You have a freezer on your ship, now, like
We are
a cold
assuming that
storage.
we can only use one heat process
If,
and the boiling one
if
takes
I
two. You boil it and you cool it. Freezing is just you cool
if
it.
Yeah, and you
if
can
I'm
cool
in
like liters at a time.
if I'm in a lifeboat, I might somehow heat stuff. But where will I find a freezer?
But if you're in a lifeboat, where are you going to boil seawater and manage to condense it? You will
You don't
get
even-
1 teaspoon.
Solar,
You
you
don't
can
even have to boil it exactly.
mirror
Solar-
and you can use
exactly.
mirrors and lenses to increase the temperature underneath
Shweta, you
your
should be a
hands.
sailor. You
Just
should be a
shut up.
sailor.
Wait. No, wait. Out of all of
Yes,
that
and
process.
I have another argument on
He's right.
filtration. You remember
No,
the
if you-
पुराना वाला filter, वो candle वाला filter, उससे desal होता है पानी. You remember
How?
the
Yes,
upper
if you
chamber,
have a
lower chamber,
mirror and
those
all other,
candles which used to absorb water and then drip it niche, drop by drop. वो
One.
बाबा आदम के
yes,
जमाने
if
वाले
you have
वाटर
a
फिल्टर.
mirror and you're trying to concentrate the sun on it, budding
Kajal,
on it
someone just
won't
called you
work.
Kasol.
Okay,
How can we drink ice? Now, okay, this is gonna get a kick. Okay,
Yes.
just, just thaw it. Just thaw it. Okay. Now, okay, there are stupid people who are supporting this. Now, if you're on a lifeboat, okay, and you use your magnifying glass and you
you
boil
can't boil
some
large
water,
quantities of water.
yeah, you
Boiling
get
is a
one
bulk phenomenon.
teaspoon
It's
of
not a
water.
surface phenomenon. Boiling is
Guys,
not a surface
guys,
phenomenon. It's a
you have
bulk
the
phenomenon.
sun till the water to evaporate it. It's constantly evaporating. The oceans are constantly evaporating. You just have to
How
collect
will you
that.
collect the
It
condensation?
goes surface by surface,
But
but you're not condensing it. A large quantity of water using a
you
magnifying
take a
source.
plastic tarp. You take a plastic tarp, tie on top of it. As the water gets heated,
Huh,
it will evaporate
but how
something.
are we
And
heating
what
it?
happens? It goes to
Good
the top,
lord,
right? And then you collect that on the side.
you'll have to
But how
lick
do we
it.
heat it?
You like-
But how do we
He's
heat it
saying
in the first
he's
place?
saying the sun is
And
heating the
freezing
water.
is easier. And freezing is easier. I understand. If I'm in a
Freezing is not
lifeboat, where do
easier.
I get a freezer?
Freezing
The
is
And
next
not
if
ship
easier.
he's
I'm
in a
on,
lifeboat and the ship is in frozen seas, he'll collect ocean में से blocks of ice and how drink it? How?
Just one
No, no,
second, one
not
second,
drink
one
it.
second,
if
one
if
second, one second. My point is this: this is not about you being in a lifeboat. This is if you're on a ship. Next time you're on a ship, Devendra, just get like some 10 liters of water and freeze it in your cooler, because then you can have the ice later.
Ice baby.
He probably has an aqua guard on the ship.
No,
With
they've got different
yeah,
stuff. Okay.
we have reverse osmosis fresh water from seawater.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, I like the way how everyone, I can understand Dipendra being knowledgeable, but how the rest of the panel has suddenly assumed that they know a lot about seafaring life is beyond me. Okay, we are now coming to whose question are we coming to?
I think it's mine.
I think it's Chan's question. Okay. Now we are at okay. Now I'm going to ask questions which everyone can answer. Okay, so there are two, three questions which everyone can answer. Well, because we finished the rounds. La, ra, 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 ra. Okay. In the deepest part of the ocean, the water temperature may be only 2 or 4 degrees Celsius, but the water coming out of the hydrothermal vents on the seafloor can be 400 degrees Celsius. But it does not boil. Can you tell me why it does not boil?
The atmospheric pressure.
Correct. Correct. Nishant gets that. Okay. Um, Now, coral, okay, coral is known to fluorescence. Uh, why does coral fluorescence? It is doing it to protect the algae, which is its main source of sustenance. But what is it doing? Why is it fluorescing to? What is it protecting the algae from?
UV.
From the sun's rays, yes. So it's actually
Yeah.
generating a sunscreen. Correct?
Uh,
Nishant gets this right. And I'm going to go for the last question, which is yes. A large iceberg from Antarctica contains more than 20 billion gallons of water, which could supply 1 million people with drinking water for 5 years. A certain country wants to tow icebergs from Antarctica and tow it
yep.
to their country. Go for it, Dipendra.
China?
No,
No, it's
No.
I was
Qatar. I
going to
think
say Dubai
it's
or
Qatar
Saudi
or
Arabia.
Oh, I
Kuwait.
thought it was
It's Qatar or
Saudi.
Kuwait.
I thought it was the
Saudi.
Saudi.
Chinese.
Oh,
Oh.
No, no.
No,
Okay.
Chinese have the sea. उनका problem नहीं है.
Everyone
No,
has
no,
the
they want
sea.
everything.
Saudi.
They want
No,
everything.
but Dubai
The
doesn't
Chinese
have
want
coastline, na? Like China has a huge coastline.
So Saudi,
but
sorry,
Dubai
UAE,
artificial rain and everything.
Hmm.
They
Oh, it's
already do
UAE.
artificial rain and everything.
They already do desal also.
Okay, we have come to the end of the quiz. The next quiz will be held on Wednesday at 4 o'clock, and people who want positions, spots, yes, please DM. We will take it to the Telegram group now, where we will discuss how to survive in a lifeboat on the sea. Thank you, people, and good evening, good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.